僕がゲームデザインをして演出をしてプロデュースも兼ねてます。でチームはメタルギアソリッドの方のメイン主力メンバーと作ってますので、外伝とかスピンアウトではなくて、本格的な続編というか、正統派の続編になります。
Let me emphasize the fact that I'll be deeply involved in this title by writing the script and also producing at the same time. I'll be very, very deeply involved, not to mention that the main team of MGS4 will participate in this team in creating this title. So it's not a spin-off or it's not a side story.
本格的なメタルギアソリッドなんですけども、PSP なので PSP ならではの、携帯機としてのギミックとかシステムとかを新しく加えた、これまでにもない、本格的なメタルギアソリッドということになります。
And since it's on the PSP, I will not forget to add all the features and the specs that the PSP offers. So it'll be a true Metal Gear franchise sequel, but also add the PSP elements.
今日はメタルギア、ソリッドピースウォーカーの、トレーラーを持ってきました。
I brought with me today, a trailer that I want you to see of the Peace Walker.
それではご覧ください。Please enjoy the new trailer, Peace Walker. Thank you very much.
Nuclear deterrence by means of mutually assured destruction. It was an era of transient peace backed by massive military budgets. Both the United States and the Soviet Union plunged into economic turmoil, ushering in an era desperate for a new world order. In the wake of the Cuban Missile Crisis, Latin America became a pivotal key to maintaining the power balance between East and West. Yet in the midst of this struggle, one government remained without a military. In 1974, as if taking advantage of the nation's lack of deterrence, an unknown power initiated weapons deployment in the region. Their identity and true motives remain unknown. Now, to preserve peace in Costa Rica, a nation without a military, the people must turn to an army without a government. Those who would give rise to outer heaven. Metal Gear Solid, Peace Walker. They believed they were creating a paradise. where does deterrence end and true peace begin?
PlayStation.
Fantastic. Thank you, Kojima-san. So all of us who have been going through a little bit of Metal Gear Solid withdrawal since last summer's big release of the Guns of the Patriots on PS3, including myself, we now have the antidote that we really needed. As Kojima-san mentioned, it's the next true step in Metal Gear Solid. Thank you again, Kojima-san. So I'd like to invite all of you to come by our booth to check out the PSP Go and our complete lineup of products and services that we would like to share with you. Thank you very much.
I want to thank Kaz as well as our special guests, Kazunori Yamauchi and Hideo Kojima, for joining us on stage this year. Clearly, it's going to be a tremendous year for PSP. But the good news doesn't end there. Ever since Resident Evil first brought gamers to the fictional town of Raccoon City back in 1996, this series has gone on to achieve monumental success on PlayStation platforms. The Resident Evil series has sold over 40 million units worldwide since its debut on PlayStation in 1996. This is a franchise that has generated strong demand from PSP owners around the world. I'm pleased to announce that Resident Evil will be coming to PSP next year in a whole new game designed specifically for the PSP platform. We're very proud to welcome Resident Evil to PSP for the first time. Now, there are many other big-name titles coming to PSP this holiday season, including Little Big Planet, SOCOM Fireteam Bravo 3, Monster Hunter Freedom Unite, MotorStorm Arctic Edge, Hannah Montana, and Harry Potter, to name a few. Yeah, I knew I'd get you with that one. I'd like to roll a quick video to show some of the biggest titles in the industry coming to PlayStation Portable in 2009.
book tough guy.
Sounds like we got a lot of your favorites in there. And I'm sure you can see PlayStation Portable is set to have a tremendous year. A lot of content and services we've been talking about have one thing in common. They're all part of the PlayStation Network. PSN comes to E3 with momentum on our side. It now has more than 24 million registered users around the world, including more than 11 million in North America. These consumers have downloaded more than 475 million pieces of content worldwide. And in the past year alone, our install base of unique consoles has grown 150%. There's more than 200 titles currently available on the PlayStation Store, and more than 90 of them are exclusive. One of the biggest strengths of the PlayStation Network is that its connected PS3 and PSP consumers have a direct relationship with us and millions of gamers around the world. Free Wi-Fi in every unit makes it easy, and free connectivity to the PlayStation Network makes it painless. With PlayStation Network, you get tons of additional content, connectivity, and community interaction with no hidden fees. In addition, we're adding nearly 50 PS1 classics to the PlayStation Store starting this year, and starting today with the launch of Final Fantasy VII. We've always believed by offering free access to online gameplay, we could aggregate a huge audience quickly, and that's exactly what we're doing. One of the other things we're excited about on PlayStation Network today is the rapid growth and the momentum of PlayStation Home. As you all know, Home is an ever-evolving 3D social network that represents the PlayStation community. Built for PS3 users to meet, chat, share, and launch into gaming experiences together. With more than 6.5 million people worldwide, Home has quickly become the de facto standard for the world's console gaming community, and it's only available and only possible on the PlayStation 3. Home is growing by leaps and bounds, with over 100 virtual items coming to Home each month. The buzz this dynamic new marketplace creates is remarkable. For example, Capcom's Street Fighter IV and Resident Evil virtual items have sold approximately 100,000 units in less than 2 months. Home spaces have a similar impact on the PlayStation community. In April, the EA Sports Complex launched and experienced more than 1